But what Paul's reaffirming here is that the promise to Abraham is based on a relationship of faith, not on the do's and don'ts. Remember, it's not the push a button, pull a string theology. And so he's that's what he's countering through the whole book of Galatians. So then he goes to this, what purpose then does the law serve? It was added because of transgressions till the seed should come, to whom the promise was made. This is verse 19. And it was appointed through angels by the hand of a mediator. So that's what with the verse 19. The law was given later because of transgressions. You guys were messing up. You needed to be exposed to what truth and righteousness was, so that you can move in the right direction. That's what 1 Timothy chapter 1 is all about. That's why we started with that. The law is not about us being good enough to please God. That's what what 1 Timothy 1 tells us. It's not about making ourselves better than everybody else. It's about learning to live in obedience to God, learning to draw near to God, learning to learn the difference. Now, a mediator does not mediate for one only, but God is one. That verse has been used actually to challenge the whole the deity of Messiah. Is Messiah God? Well, he's the mediator, and God is one. He's a mediator. That means they're not the same, right? I'm sorry, mediator. Mediator, the go-between. I feel the same way.
That was her, not me. In case you can't see it.
Those tacos for lunch, huh? I completely lost my train of thought there.
Mediating.
Now, the mediator does not mediate for one only, but God is one. Is the law then against the promises of God? Certainly not. For if there had been a law given which could have given life, truly righteousness would have been by the law. So, that's where the law was never, salvation by works was never the plan. That's what that passage of that verse right there in 21 is saying. It was always based on the relationship with the Messiah. We could go into the whole mediator thing. Actually, I could. It would just be a matter of quoting the scriptures because they speak themselves clearly. It's 1 Timothy 2, 3 through 6. It's Hebrews 8, 1 through 11. Hebrews 9, 15 through 18. Why don't we look at actually Romans chapter 3, verses 20 through 26. Romans 3, 20 through 26. Therefore, by the deeds of the law, no flesh will be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of sin. So it doesn't tell us how good we is, it tells us how good we ain't. But now the righteousness of God apart from the law is revealed, being witnessed by the law and the prophets. So the law and the prophets point to Messiah. Everything about it points to who the Messiah is. Even the righteousness of God through faith in Yeshua Mashiach to all and on all who believe, for there is no difference, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Messiah Yeshua, whom God has set forth as a propitiation. That's one of my favorite words in the whole dictionary. By his blood through faith to demonstrate his righteousness because of his forbearance. God had passed over the sins that were previously committed to demonstrate at the present time his righteousness, that he might be just and the justifier of the one who has faith in Yeshua. I have no idea what I just read. I know that was intended to that's basically in a nutshell, kind of a big nut. But the whole mediator idea, where the other passages I gave you a reference to, they talk about him being the mediator. This passage this gives you a good definition of what that whole relationship means.